October 21st of 2015 will be the first day of the 104th annual Washington Parish Free Fair. We will have about 250,000 people attend our fair over the 4 days, and we have lots of entertainment. We want to remind everyone that we are a family fair. We are the country's largest free fair, and there are activities going on from around 10 o'clock in the morning till midnight every night. And we have about 700 volunteers that work year round in order to put our fair on. It takes the whole community, and the people that work in the fair do this because we love our community. And we have several people that are going to talk to you today about all the different activities that we have going on. I think one of the main attractions is because it is a family affair. We do not serve alcohol. When we go to the Louisiana Fairs and Festivals conventions, people around Louisiana cannot believe that we are as large as we are, and we keep it completely family oriented. And I think that's very important in our lives today, is that we do make this a family event. It is a free event, the largest free event. You can come all day. We have free parking. We have free entertainment all day.
What are some of the highlights of the fair?
We have a lot of national known entertainment, and you'll get a little more detailed information about our entertainers later. We have a professional rodeo that goes on for 3 nights. That's a big draw for people. And we have an extremely large carnival, which a lot of kids really love. But the other thing that we have, there's probably not a child that attends school in Washington Parish that has not performed on our stage. That it is, all the schools have an opportunity to perform on the stage. We have education exhibits, we have agriculture exhibits, we have arts and crafts, we have photography. We have something for everyone.
One of the major highlights of the Washington Parish Fair is Mile Branch Settlement, historical organization that preserves the structures that were original to Washington Parish, built by the original settlers of the parish. Major attraction for the fair since 1976. We have 13 original log homes and multiple outbuildings, a one-room schoolhouse, a replica of the first church of the First Baptist Church in the state of Louisiana. We have a general store. We have handmade crafts and lots of demonstrations such as crackling cooking, cornmeal, fresh cornmeal grinding, syrup making, quilting, and lye soap making. The sign behind me, you can see, has names of the various structures located in Mile Branch Settlement, and we're going to go inside and take a tour of a few of them. This is the Mount Hermon School, one-room schoolhouse that was located in a small community just northwest of Franklinton. It's built in 1885. My grandmother actually went to this school, so there's a lot of heritage here, and it's one of the few remaining one-room schoolhouses in the state. Now you're looking at a replica of the Halfmoon Bluff Baptist Church, First Baptist Church in the state of Louisiana. Originally was a camp meeting church, so it only met about once a quarter. People in the area would load up in their wagon, travel for a day or so to get to church, camp out around the church, and have services all weekend long before heading home to work in the fields again. Now you're looking at a small general store. General stores out in rural areas, typically you would go in and order your goods and then come back and pick them up. Things were bought in bulk, big barrels of flour and bolts of fabric, things like that. Didn't have Walmarts back then, so your little general store was your link to the outside world. It's also where you would pick up your mail in the small post office inside. Now we're standing in front of the Burrell Jones house, built in 1885. Typical one-room log cabin structure, typical of what pioneers would have built when they first settled in the area. You see the ladies sitting on the front porch. They're actually descendants of the original builder of the home. If you would like more information on it and talk to these ladies, you got to come to the Washington Parish Free Fair. You're looking at the Sylvest cabin now. It's one of the 2 structures in Mile Branch Settlement that are on the National Historic Register. It began construction before the Civil War and completed after the Civil War. It's a larger home. It has a double pen cabin with a dog trot down the middle, and it has the detached kitchen and dining room behind it. Very typical of a completed pioneer home of the day. During the Washington Parish Fair, this entire area is alive with activity. Inside the Sylvest house, you'll see quilting by hand in the parlor. You'll see the descendants of the original builder that'll give you the history of the home. You can even step back into the kitchen and have a hot cup of sassafras tea, maybe a homemade biscuit. It's important for you to bring your children to learn about these times and how far we've come and how hard our early settlers had it. It's a nice way to preserve history and inform current generations, and hopefully this will be around for a long time. And one final point about all of this, it's all free, no admission charge, and you'll get a good dose of Southern hospitality.
One of the main highlights and tradition of the Washington Parish Free Fair is the Pro Rodeo that goes on. We have 4 performances during the fair every year. Now, it has all the basic events of any professional rodeo. This rodeo here also has a lot of world champions always coming here because of all the money that's here that's on the line. So you're not only going to see, a lot of local talent, but you're going to see some national talent here also. We also have the very best in rodeo entertainment, the Rodeo Clowns, the Rodeo Specialty Acts. These are people that's been featured at the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, and they'll be here at this rodeo. We call rodeo America's sport. There's a reason for that. It was born and bred right here in the good old USA. It's the only professional sport with no European influences. So what you're going to see is history. You're going to see the working cowboy doing what he does every day, actually in competition against not only his other friends, but also the clock. So you're going to see the cowboys in the bareback riding, the tie-down roping, steer wrestling, team roping, the lovely ladies in the barrel racing, and everybody's favorite, the bull riding.
Why is it important that young people learn this history?
Well, this comes from everyday working. So therefore, when kids come to see this, they're seeing history in action. They're seeing when people actually had skills, and the skills came from everyday ranch work.
In 1911, a group of farmers from our area decided that we needed to celebrate the good crops and the livestock that we have in this area. So what they did was they started the Washington Parish Fair in 1911. They set up booths on the courthouse square downtown, and they had all the farmers bring their produce and their animals and line up everything. Nothing was awarded any prizes that year, but they had less than 2,000 people attend that first fair, but they considered it a great success because there were only about 300 people who actually lived in town. So with that small number of people working on something, to have 2,000 people attend, they thought it was wonderful and a great beginning.
I'm standing between the agriculture buildings that will be open during the 104th fair. And the buildings are all about enhancing agriculture within the community. Each building has its own aspect as far as what it's doing. For instance, the building that's right behind me, which is called the Agriculture Building, will have exhibits coming from high schools and individuals with exhibits on fruits, vegetables, and other things relative to agriculture production. The building that is adjacent to this building, which is the Flower House, will have nothing but exhibits on flowers. And then we have a building that deals with 4-H, and then the other building that deals with homemakers. So what we try to do is have a compilation of all the buildings that deals primarily with agriculture. In today's world, with so much technology about us, children think that food production and other things come out of these big superstores, like Winn-Dixie and Walmart and all of those places. But there are a group of people out there called farmers that grow these products, and they grow it in the soil. And as a result of growing those things, those stores are the ones who attain the end products, which are the tomatoes, the beans, and all of those other things that the children and others go to the store to purchase.
I'm standing in front of the stage, Washington Parish stage. I'm Robert, I'm stage chairman. On Wednesday, we're going to start off our entertainment by having gospel. We're going to have Todd Allen Ministries. We're going to have the Zion Harmonizers. Then we have Jason Crabb. That's going to be around 7. And then we're going to have David Phelps. He'll be coming on around 8:30. That's on the 21st. 22nd, Thursday, we're going to have Orphan Annie. We're going to have Glenn Templeton, voice of Conway Twitty. And then we're going to have our big headliner is going to be Craig Wayne Boyd. He is the winner of 2014 Voice. And then we'll move on to Friday. Friday we're going to have Papa C and the Slammin' Horns. We're also going to have Lindsey Carnelli, and then our big act's going to be Frank Foster. And then Saturday we're going to have the Dominoes, which they do a lot of cruise ships and casinos and so forth. Really awesome band, a lot of horns and so forth. Then they're going to play twice, and then we're going to have a Crossfire, which is our R&B group. Really appreciate everybody coming out and enjoying this. It's going to be great for your family, and just proud that we're going to be here enjoying each other at the Washington Parish Free Fair.
Hello, I'm standing in front of the Down by the Branch stage. This is a small stage that we've added to the fairgrounds in 1990, and it developed as a result of there being so much entertainment in our area that's available that we needed another stage to showcase some other entertainers. So that's what we have here. As you can see, it's a nice, quaint setting, pine trees all around to shade the area, and the stage will be, right now it doesn't look like much of a stage, but when the production starts, it's a fine, small stage in a shaded setting. People will be coming. We're right in the middle of the fairgrounds. They'll be gathered all around up on the bridge. We seat roughly about 400 people in the seating area, and there's people standing everywhere. We have some great entertainment coming. Actually, this year we're going to have the 2015 Louisiana State Championship Fiddler here, the 2015 Arkansas State Champion Fiddler here also. A lot of music going on, a lot of entertainment, and it's continuous. It starts around noon and runs up into the night.
The fair to me, I started coming when I was a little small boy, probably 1 year old, 2 years old. My mother and daddy used to take me to ride the Shetland ponies, and we had rides at the fair at that time. Not as many as we have now. This is the largest free fair in the United States of America. We have over 100,000 people that come through here every day. It's very enjoyable with a lot of things to do, and we welcome anybody to come and join us in the world's largest free fair.
I've been coming to the Washington Parish Fair all my life. From the time that I was born, I was raised about a block from the fairgrounds. And the Washington Parish Fair, every fall season, you start to feel an excitement in the air, and it's just something that's hard to describe unless people have experienced it. Lots of family fun, memories. As a child, we participated with school exhibits. When we got to high school, we danced on the stage. We sang if we were in chorus. It's a community event. It takes a lot of hard work from a lot of volunteers to put on a spectacular event such as the Washington Parish Free Fair.
I've been coming to the fair as long as I can remember. I am born and raised here. Some of my most memorable things that I can remember is just really becoming an adult, bringing my children. They enjoy it. We have to pass by here every day going home. When my son sees the entrance sign, he wonders if the fair is going to be happening every day. So it's very exciting to bring them to enjoy the rides, the food, and the prizes that come along with playing the games.
We have a lot of police presence at the fair. There's not a place you go where there's not officers. We secure the front gate. All accesses and exits from the fairground is heavily secured. We're just making sure that we keep it a good, family-oriented, safe fair.
People from all over the state should come to the Washington Parish Fair to share with us the joy that we have in giving. We give back to the community and we give to the state of Louisiana. all that we have to give, and there's so many things here. There's something here for everyone. If you don't like the carnival, you're going to like the rodeo. If you don't like the rodeo, you're going to like the stage. If you don't like the stage, you're just going to sit and watch people. What better joy is there in life than watching people and life go by?
What a great place to spend a weekend or during the week, where you get to see all with our Mile Branch log cabin settlement, all this entertainment that we have. It's all free. It's not a ticket sale, so just a wonderful place to have a great family outing.
It is important that parents and others bring their young children to this fair because it's traditional. This country was built on agriculture production, and the old axiom of teach the kid how to fish, you're feeding for life. Ours is teach the kid how to grow a plant, and you'll also feed him for life. Agriculture, gardening, is the number one thing that made this country great. It still is the number one thing that keeps this country great. We are the only country in the world that can produce enough food to feed our country and send it ashore to feed the other world. So agriculture, very important, parents and others. Bring your children out to the fair. You'll see agriculture at its best, from the old-time agriculture all the way up to the modern part.
Everyone wants the nostalgic idea of the old-fashioned country fair, and that's what we have here. We have the quilt making. We have a settlement, as you may have heard already, the Mile Branch settlement. We have people bring exhibits like they did in the old days. There's jelly making, contests for that. There's contests for the best chicken pie. All of those things that you would expect. The rodeo is always here, been here for many, many years. Those kind of things people expect at a fair. But they also want something fresh and new and modern, and that's where our entertainment comes in. We have many, many big acts on the main stage, national acts. They're current performers. You see them on TV all the time. Down here we have all kinds of music going on. We actually have a couple of national acts that'll be performing here this year.
People should come here because they're going to get to see a lot of things that went on in the older days, such as making syrup and different things that they make in Mile Branch. And it's an experience for young children when they come here.
People should come to the Washington Parish Fair. You can create a lot of family memories. It's good family fun. You have free name entertainment, lots and lots of good food. Small children are able to go to McDonald Farm and pet animals, especially children that grow up in the city and that don't have those opportunities. There's nothing like seeing a child smile on a merry-go-round and just visiting with everybody, creating lots of special memories. It's really good family fun.
As a parent, I would recommend other parents bring their children to the Washington Parish Free Fair because it's very family oriented. It's a place where you can bring your family and you really don't have anything to worry about as far as dangers.
People should come so that they find out the whole experience of Washington Parish, which is a great place. I've moved here 25 years ago and I have enjoyed it ever since I've been here. And I think that anybody that comes will enjoy their stay. And it's an extremely secure place. It's just an all-around event for the whole family. All can enjoy.
I love getting to see the people who come down from up north because it's something new to them, and they're like the amazement on their faces. That I love watching that.
You can go online to www.freefair.com, and we also have a Facebook page, Washington Parish Fair Association.
Parades, picnics, agriculture to art, we make sure to include every part. Entertainment from all around? Just take a look at our Mile Branch settlement where it will surely be found. So come on down with me the third week in October to see the fair with the picnic spirit, and I can promise you that once you see it, you will never forget it. Proudly representing 103 years with the world's largest free fair, I am your 2014 Washington Parish Fair Queen, Destiny Shea Austin.